Hi, this is Christopher Vivaci with Power of Infinite Awareness Now Radio Experience. And today we're going to go ahead and we're going to introduce somebody, a very special person. His name is Joseph Flores, and he's going to really be sharing this message of free and clear, all-inclusive resort living. So I like to thank you and welcome you, Joe, and be part of this whole presentation. And again, go ahead and explain what this whole project's about, and we'll just interact with one another and interact with the guests that call in, and kind of go from there.
Well, thank you very much for having me on the show again, Chris. And this will be, I take it, a shorter show than the others, being an hour long. But you pretty much, gave the introduction. And this is about free and clear, all-inclusive resort living. And we feel that the people that are listening and those that are going to be moving into our resort communities deserve to live free and clear, and they deserve to live all-inclusive, a resort lifestyle. So let me just go into a few points. They'll be different for many of you, for probably 99% of us, because most of the country is accustomed to living in debt. So we're going to give you a whole new concept, a whole different way of thinking things through, but in all actuality, this was the original way that people lived once upon a time. So we take what worked throughout the ages, we combine it with today's technology, and we came up with a free and clear, all-inclusive resort lifestyles. So first of all, our goal is to get you and your friends and your family to live on approximately $300 per month. That's your combined monthly overhead. And let me tell you what that would include. That would be your housing, your foods, also would be organic food, by the way, your electricity, your water, your massage. It would include health care, dental, everything, basically all your basic needs to live, from housing to food and lifestyle, okay, and $300 per month. And the way that we do that is that we combine all these things that we just mentioned, these services and these products. We bring them all under one roof, get rid of retailers, and we get rid of all the other costs, the wholesalers, the transportation, the distribution, rid of all of those extra costs and all the overheads and taxes and marketing, et cetera, related to bringing you internet and telephone and massage and amenities and food and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We bring it all under one roof, and combining that with our technology that we have, we basically eliminate 75% of the cost that you would typically be spending for this type of a lifestyle. You can convert that over and say, well, 75% savings over combined monthly overhead, or it quantifies to about a 400% increase in disposable monthly income. So then that takes us to the number three point, which what do you do with all that savings? Well, you take that savings and then you buy a house. And next thing you know, you can pay off your house in 2 years. And the way that we quantify that is typically a lifestyle like this, which is ocean view, riverfront, waterfalls, natural springs, healthcare, organic food, massage, business amenities, everything else that I mentioned. You wouldn't get that for less than $5,000. I mean, there's no way that you could live in a resort, ocean view, etc., for less than $5,000 a month. And then you'd have to tack out all these other products and services, which are extra costs. So how we quantify that? If you were paying $5,000 a month for this type of a lifestyle, and with Cascadas Del Mar, we're going to give that to you for like $1,000 per month total. You have $4,000 left over there, folks. I would suggest you apply that savings, get rid of your house bill, and there you go, $4,000 a month. Multiply that times 12 months is $48,000. Multiply that by 2 years. That's $96,000, folks. You pay your house off in approximately 2 years. Of course, you don't have to. You could just take the savings and then pay off your house in 20, 30 years. That's your choice. But either way, our goal and our message is you could pay your house off in 2 years by taking the savings, comparatively speaking, and you'll only have to come up with $300 for the rest of your life. That works for a lot of people. Okay, right, Chris, thank you for that. Wow. The fourth point is it's a fountain of youth setting. So in that typical $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 lifestyle that you get, imagine once you're free and clear and only paying $300 a month, Chris, you're going to get a bunch of time left over because now you're not going to be stressed out looking to pay that $5,000, $6,000, $10,000, whatever monthly overhead, your combined monthly overhead. So you have all this extra time on your life. That means you have less stress in your life. That means you're happier. That means you're celebrating more, connecting more, loving more. Well, then add in the superfoods, not to mention just the organic foods that are on site. So the food is organic, it's fresh because it's right then and there. It's alive because it's in that moment. And so all this nutrition that you're getting, that's affecting your body, which affects your mind, which affects your spirit, and that's on the organic food. Well, combine that with your fresh air because you're in the rainforest, that combined with natural spring water, the peace, the serenity, and the organic superfoods like noni, mangosteen, that's on site, right there. You just walk down and grab it on your way to saying hello to your friend and neighbor. All of this has an effect on your life, on the quality of your life. I could go on, but going forward, then healthcare is also part of this all-inclusive package. That's dental, health. The hospital's down the street, 8 minutes away, brand new county hospitals, and the clinics are all around. I guess as I come to a closing, the product offering is simple. We have 3 projects, Cascadas Del Mar 1, 2, and 3. And in Cascadas Del Mar 1, that's for the owners, so people that purchase live in that community. And Cascadas Del Mar 2 is for fractional vacation ownership, so that's more of a vacation community. And then Cascadas Del Mar 3 is for rentals. People will be able to rent with purchase options. Needless to say, by everything being on-site, people are spending less gasoline, therefore polluting the air less. And the foods are there, so we're not using all this packaging. You know, next time you go to a store, a Ralph's or a Publix or Safeway or whatever, look at all the packaging that's in the aisles. It just almost it could bring you to tears. I don't know, I'm without words. All this packaging, and of course, because it's got to get transported from who knows where on the planet, and it's got to last for how many decades or you know, days, months, weeks, years. You know, golly, chemicals and the pesticides before they even got the food packaged and insecticides and so forth. Well, we eliminate all of that, including the transportation from getting it from point A to point B, not just from another country to the United States, but just from the wholesaler to the distributor to the wholesaler to the retailer. I mean, all of this stuff is eliminated because the food's right there on the spot, in the moment, and there's no packaging, and you're healthy. And then the number 8 point that I wanted to bring up is just financing, 100% financing. So whether people want to pay cash because we have great preferred pre-sale pricing right now, or whether they want to finance it, that's your choice as a homeowner. But there's 100% offered by the local bank, and credit is not looked at, just so you know. The collateral will be the house itself, and all that the bank would look at is your capacity to make that monthly payment, and that's the financing. In any of these questions you have, of course, you'll be able to ask questions. Chris, I went over everything real fast. I know it's a lot of information. Do you have any questions?
Well, it's definitely, you covered a lot of points, and I know that the listeners are out there, and they probably have some questions. So we'll get into that and connect. It looks